I'm your first guest on what?
The garage.
In our fucking new space, bro.
What is this?
I don't know.
Why am I over here?
Yeah.
Dude.
Oh, you trapped now.
Oh man, how are your ankles?
The tops are so hard. I wish they made a softer nipple on the beverage. You know what I'm talking about?
I don't know.
It is. I guess it's
Softer.
nipple shape. I guess it is nipple shape.
But yeah, think about it. They could make a. Look how hard that is.
Yeah. But if I saw a woman with that kind of titty though, with that shape, I would not suck it. Would you?
I have that shape.
That long? No, no.
You never-
That's a long hitter.
Bro.
It's a long
Keep in
hit.
mind that I did get breast implants out.
You did? You got them out?
Yeah.
Ooh, I want them. What'd you do with them?
Yeah.
I still have them.
You do? Heck yeah, I'll take one.
Back and forth.
I'll take one.
I put one of them in my sack, my left sack.
I don't want two breasts at my house that are someone else's.
You need headphones or no?
Huh? Yeah, I'll take them. But if you guys, yeah, I'll take one of them. You know, if it's okay with Bobby.
I'll give it.
Well, I'm not gonna have somebody's wife's breast implant if I don't ask them.
But it's not really.
Yeah.
It's not a part of me. It's a foreign bought substance.
Yeah, but I bet you could catch. I bet if you held on to it long enough, you could catch the vibe of you. You know.
Could you put, instead of silicone, could you put somebody else's breast in your breasts?
You could put your own fat into your breast.
No, but could I go like, if Dolly Parton died and shit, and go, hey, can you donate when you die? And I want to put your breast into my breasts.
No, because it would have to be like sterilized, all that stuff.
Yeah, I don't know if they can inject someone else's like fat or tissue into you.
I'm not saying inject, dog. I'm saying just surgically fucking implant them.
Sew it
I'll
on
have
the
the
outside?
scars, the Franken scars. I don't give a fuck, dude. And I'll have Dolly Parton's tits. I'll have a guitar. I could maybe be able to sing a tune.
You're getting greedy.
I am? Yeah. Or I'll just take the breasts then, man. I don't have to fucking have the musical talent as well.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. Do you think if John Mayer jerks off on your back, you're gonna be able to?
Yeah, it's like a tune.
You're gonna be able to do a tune? Or something?
Yeah, I don't know, man.
You've changed, man.
You think since the fucking quarantine I've changed?
Oh, you had changed before that.
Yeah?
Just reminding
Yeah.
you. Yeah.
You become fucking distant to me, man.
Well, it's because you freaking built your studio like that.
It's 10 feet, bro.
I can't even see you.
You should see. You were at the lockers, dude. You were at one point at the lockers. Like, you got to bring them a little because I couldn't see it. Yeah,
You were in between that space.
Yeah, you were
we had
in that
pushed
little
that
box.
chair all the way
Yeah,
back.
Really?
Yeah, so we brought you forward, dude.
You're welcome.
Yeah,
Damn, man.
Thank you. So let's start and then don't talk from now on. I know you already talked.
Well, this is more dangerous than AIDS, too. COVID.
Why?
Corvid, whatever it is.
Let's talk about it when I bring you up, or
Huh? Yeah, let's wait till we
yeah,
start.
but yeah. Write that down. More dangerous than AIDS.
More dangerous than
Yeah.
All right, here we go. 5, 4,
We need paper.
3, 2, 1.
All right. Sorry. Go on. Start over. My bad. I thought I was on my podcast.
Do it again.
Five, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Kung flu. Kung flu. Everybody gonna get kung flu. Hiya. Hiya. Coffee, 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 you're gonna die.
Cold brew.
Welcome to another episode. Ayo. Bop, bop, bop. Bop, bop, bop. I've been doing that lately to her. I've been doing that Whitney bop, bop, bop to her, and she
Me
gets
too.
fucking traumatic responses from it.
No,
dude.
I only don't like I like it when she says it, not when you say it.
I know. 'Cause I
Bop,
do,
bop, bop. Donate all your money to giraffes. Like,
don't talk, yeah, fuck.
Sorry.
Yeah. So, bro, I'm fucking excited because
Bub, bub, bub. Sorry.
you're about to piss me off, bro.
I can't get my butt up. I got to eat butt tile.
Dude. So, dude, I'm so excited because
What's the deal, bub?
we moved over to the garage, and so that we could have guests, so we can have distance. Let me introduce everyone in the room. By the way, by. You know, we've got White, George Kimball in the house. And I haven't had White here working with us for a while.
Praise
It's
God.
good to see you, man. Praise the Lord, bro.
PTL, baby.
Right? All right.
There you go.
Jeez.
We got fucking flat.
Yep.
We got white. We got flat. It's good to see you too, man.
Great to see you, Captain.
And it's good to see you on the fucking battlefield, my friend.
Yes, sir. Warzone.
Warzone, baby.
Warzone.
2020, all day, every day, dog. And then we've got my beautiful Kalila, my princess,
Yep.
my left-hand woman.
Mm-hmm.
And then, we have a guest, our first guest in since quarantine. And I don't give a fuck. You can snore all you want, bro. But like whenever I think about this guy right here, a song pops in my head. I'm gonna sing it right now, right?
Okay.
Carry on my wayward son. There'll be peace when you are done.
Boom.
Lay your weary head to rest. Don't you cry no more. That's what I think of, man. I think of that. I think of a guy who, not a lot of people call me during the quarantine. I've had maybe 3 people. One of them I don't even want to talk about. But, you know what I mean? But this guy's called me in quarantine to check to see how I've been doing. And, it's really good to connect with, him and I have a very,
Oh my God.
him and I have, dude, I haven't seen you in a while.
Why did I come though? If you're just gonna do
I know, but, dude, I haven't seen you in a while, so I have to get like
keep
real,
going, keep
man.
going. My bad.
Bro,
Sorry.
it's like, I haven't seen anybody really. I think aside from Santino, you're the first comedian I've seen in flesh.
Wow.
Really?
Yeah. No. Yeah, that's it. Yeah, I haven't seen the Cummings or nothing.
Oh yeah, you haven't.
Yeah, so how about a round of applause for my buddy Theo? How about a round of applause for my buddy Theo Vaughn. Theo Vaughn. Theo Vaun.
Gesundheit.
Because yeah. So, bro, good to see you, dude.
You too, man. Thanks for having me, man. It's good to be here.
Yeah.
And it's good to see you guys, and
Yeah.
it's good to know that you guys are alive and that everybody's doing good,
Yeah.
And I like the way you got this set up over here, the whites and the, and the non-whites. over here, bro.
Yeah, I get it.
Do you know
dude.
what race I am, Theo?
Pinoy, baby.
Pinoy, baby. Every day, man.
From the dark side of the island, though. I do know.
I
that.
know, dude. Only sunlight
From the
once
north.
a year there, man.
Once.
From the island he's from.
It's an eclipse.
The northern Pinoy, baby.
Yeah. It's like that one fucking vampire movie. Remember that one 30 Days a Night or whatever, bro?
28 days later.
28 days later.
No, not 28 days. It was like 30 Days a Night. You never seen
Dracula.
it. Not fucking Dracula, man.
With
There
Vin
was-
Diesel?
It's
Vin
called
Diesel's no in it.
What movie are you talking about?
There was a movie called 30 Days a Night, whatever.
Chronicles of Riddick.
No, not Chronicles of Riddick, baby.
30 Days of Night.
Yeah,
30
and it was
Days.
basically, dude, it was in Alaska, bro. You remember it?
Oh, I know you're talking about
Yeah. And that one dude, what's his name? The white dude?
Gold Rush. No, Gold
Not Gold Rush, bro. It's not
Rush
called Gold
Trucker.
No, it's not.
what I'm talking about?
No, I don't know what you're talking
Gold
about.
Boy.
Josh Harnett was in it?
Josh Harnett was in
Josh
it. That's my
Hartnett.
boy, dude. Josh Harnett. And in fucking 30 Days a Night, man. Oh, fuck, bro. You know what happens?
What?
Because, there's only sunlight at certain times, you know what I mean? Like, like in was it winter time? The sunlight don't come out no more, man.
Solstice, they say. I think solstice.
Yeah, solstice, dude. And so then all of a sudden, because vampire, except for Blade, what's it, Wesley?
Wesley
Snipes?
Snipes.
He could walk around during the day, man.
Mm-hmm.
Because he's a day walker is what they call them, right? But in 30 Days a Night, bro, now regular vampires, even the immigrant ones.
Whoa.
Whoa, I'm making a stretch.
Are you talking about Amistad?
No, I'm not talking about Amistad.
Because this movie's like merging into different movies.
No, I know. What I'm saying is that the regular ones, dude, now they can walk around during the day because it's night anyway, because it's always fucking night, right? So it makes it even more scary because, when you have vampires in your area, right, if you don't know this, we could hang out, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
During the days because they don't hang out during the day. They don't like sunlight. They're like Andrew Santino.
So
You know what I
it's
mean?
not like the Lost Boys.
No, it's not like the Lost Boys. But then, anyway, I don't know why we even got into that fucking thing, bro. But
Yeah, what he's saying is, ladies and gentlemen, Theo Vaughn. That's what he's talking.
yeah, Theo Vaughn, give him another round of applause.
Thanks,
right
man.
there, dude.
Dude, I feel like I'm at the weirdest barber shop ever.
Yeah. So, dude, you just got
It's
back.
just like, is anybody gonna cut my hair? This shit is. No wonder the shit has 2 stars on Yelp.
I feel like that's something we should hash out, right? The
Right.
whole mullet versus mullet deal.
Well, there's nothing, I'll be honest with you. There's no hash out to happen. It's like, a friend of mine,
Ooh,
Right?
Showing it.
Yeah, he's
oh,
showing
he's
it, right?
flexing it.
a friend of mine, dude.
Oh, you have that native. Yours is more native.
Yeah, mine's more native.
A little
Yeah,
more
yeah,
native. Yeah.
Mine is definitely a little bit more British. One guy with a drum in front of me,
Yeah, yeah.
Yours
I got
is
a
more
tribe
native. Yeah.
in front of me, dude.
Somebody throws something. Somebody throws a freaking pineapple over your shoulder or something. Somebody throws more native. Somebody throws a spear.
Yeah.
Somebody carves you up and makes a fucking chubby soup. That's your style.
But anyway, dude, I got this because I was so inspired by your look, bro.
oh, thanks, man.
Yeah, I mean, your sexuality.
You didn't even ask me about it. You just got it.
No, because I don't think I need to ask. It's like,
But what if
back in the 80s, dude, when like people got parachute pants, right? My buddy, Ramon, got parachute pants.
Oh yeah.
And he was
Is he a military?
and he was like pop locking and shit, right? I didn't call him and go, hey, can I buy those 2 and do the same moves? No, I made my mom go to Nordstrom's.
yeah.
And I got the ones with the most pockets.
That's one way to do it, man. I think though, if I would have said like, hey, I want to, put on a couple pounds, and maybe chop a couple inches out of each one of my legs, what if I want to do that? What if I want to, what if I want to kind of make myself look like I had just at the very end of a sneeze, Then, but I didn't call you first, That's how I'm feeling. Like, that's the only thing I felt a little.
Let me think about that, Well, touche. Yeah, touche to you.
Well,
right? On
I
guard
knew-
and touche.
Okay.
And good day, sir.
Okay.
All right. But what I want to reiterate back to you, dude, is I could have done this, then bleached my skin, right? And then taken some brain cells out of my brain.
Okay.
right. Like,
Checks
you know what I
out.
mean?
That
The
checks
philosophical ideas about life.
Yeah.
Right. And then I could have added a couple of inches to my legs. Right. Got a truck. Right. And then peed on your lawn. Like you just peed on mine earlier.
Yeah. I
Wait,
had
what?
to pee. That's why.
What happened?
He peed on the
Did you
side.
pee on the concrete or did you pee on a plant?
So a little got on the concrete, but not that much.
So mostly plant.
So
Mostly
as
plant.
long as it was, absorbent, it's fine.
Yeah.
Yeah. That concrete looks pretty absorbent.
Yeah.
I think.
Yeah. So what you're saying to me is I should have called you,
Yeah. I said, hey, buddy,
Thithi.
if next time I see you,
Yeah.
we look alike, then.
Right.
But yours is different than mine. Yours is much more like it's more Mowgli, I feel like. You know what I'm saying? His is just more, more like, like missing person style.
Like an 80s kind of synth band.
Yeah, something like that. Or this guy's, have you seen this guy? And people are like, nah, I haven't seen him, man. Never seen him, And they just keep showing the picture around town,
Right. Did Mowgli disappear?
Mowgli?
Yeah.
No, I'm just
Mowgli
saying.
was raised by
A bear.
wolves, initially by wolves, right?
Educate me.
Yeah.
Mowgli.
And
Who's
then
Mowgli? I
there
thought he was
was-
the lead singer of Missing Persons for a second. You were talking about.
He's talking about Jungle Book.
Stop.
Yeah.
He's talking about Jungle Book,
Jungle
right?
Book, right?
I think
You're
so.
talking about Mowgli. I thought Missing Persons was the 80s band you were talking about. And Mowgli was the lead singer of Missing Persons.
Oh, no. Sorry, man.
Yeah.
Uh,
That was my bad, though.
It's both of our bad, dude. I can't even believe we get into conversations because. Literally, bro.
I know. That's when our conversations are like on the phone.
Oh, it's unbelievable.
Yeah, we're talking about.
I'm like, did the phone cut
different
out?
topics.
Yeah.
I'm like, did the phone cut out? And you're like, no. I'm like, oh, okay. Neither one of us is getting anywhere.
Yeah, we don't. When we have conversations, when we have a meal or we talk at the comedy store, we don't really know what we're talking about.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah,
It's limited.
it's very limited.
Well, Bobby's a hit and run conversationalist. I find a lot of times he'll get in there, he'll show up, say a couple things, couple this, that,
Right.
and then he's gone. He's off to the next.
He does
thing.
that, I think, with just about, including me.
I tap and run.
He has like a limit to how much he's going to like time investment, and then he's out.
Yep.
In fact, I go to Zoom AA meetings, and dude,
I've seen you in one.
yeah, I saw you, dude. You were making me laugh. Oh my god,
Why?
bro.
Yeah.
I've been to in my lifetime. I've probably been to 100,000 AA meetings.
No.
I've laughed maybe twice, like truly laughed. This dude, because in Zoom ones, right? All I did was I just switched to his camera, even when other people are talking, right?
What a lurker.
I know, dude. I was lurking on you, bro. Other people were like, other people are sharing.
Yeah.
My wife, she has COVID, right? I know, it's sad. You know what I mean? My dog, he's
crazy
got
when people
fucking
get
lumpia or whatever, right? But I have just Theo on the thing, and just watching him listening, it was making me laugh so hard, bro. You'd be doing like this with your hands.
Well, I get fired up. Some of the people share
I
stuff.
know you were like into it, but he wasn't purposely making me laugh. It's just the way he listens is humorous.
Yeah. It's hard to listen. It's hard to listen for a long time, I feel like, in a row,
I know, dude. Some of those AA meetings on Zoom.
Do you guys take breaks?
No, man.
Like, isn't that what they tell? Isn't that why like classes are like 50 minutes long? Because I don't think your brain's supposed to work for 3-hour stretches.
Yeah.
There's this one that was on a Monday night where it's a men's one. And
Well, dude, don't act like she didn't just say something. Let's honor with the.
no, I heard what you
Thanks,
said.
Theo. I love you so much,
But
Theo.
you just listened right over. You just didn't even. You're like, okay, I'm gonna just be quiet for a second. Sorry, but I'm trying to earn one of those freaking boxed tits y'all got in there. Yeah.
You know
Inside.
what? You're
yeah.
right. I apologize.
You have a box tit. You are.
I apologize.
Oh no, no, it's fine.
No,
it's fine.
I honestly apologize. You're right. That is something that I'm trying to work on in therapy. And, I do listen to everything she says.
Right.
But I'm trying to be more attentive to the things that she says and her feelings and stuff. And she has, and we both.
She has beautiful points. I think she makes beautiful
She
points.
does make beautiful points. And she's also a beautiful person in her heart.
Yes.
All right, guys.
Yeah.
Enough.
And-
No.
And
Let's keep going, man.
And no,
Look,
I'm not going to keep going.
if she were alive today, she would be,
I'm not going to keep going.
she'd be amazed at all these people. That
What I'm
going
gonna
to
say is, baby. Baby, I love you.
Oh, yeah.
Baby, I care. You're my little boy princess from an faraway island. Yeah, baby.
Wait, do you know this about Koreans? Is this a true thing where they take a funeral photo, like a funeral portrait before they die? Like you were saying, you were talking as if I was passed away and deceased, right? Would you guys be into that?
What do you mean,
Bobby would. Bobby took some pictures when his dad passed away. So.
No. Like you take, like, that you're, let's say you're in your 80s and you're coming to the end of your life.
Yeah.
And so you go into a studio and you take a funeral portrait with your family and all your godchildren.
You know what I would
Like
do?
holding you up, like you're laying in their arms, like across
You're
the
not
front of them?
dying yet, but it's your last final regal portrait of
Oh,
your life.
wow.
No, I would do one of those 3D mugs or statues
Yeah.
they do at the
Yeah.
mall now. So you go into it, they have that now at malls. It costs thousands of dollars, but I would like to be a mug, like a coffee mug.
Oh, yeah.
With my family.
You could get dermied too. They had a guy by us when I was growing up who'd had a family member taxidermied, fully taxidermied.
That's what I want. Just mounted on someone's wall, but I get to choose my pose.
Yeah.
That's very
Yeah.
good.
This guy had been. They had their uncle. He was doing like a.
Yeah.
What? He was doing
She did it was like a yoga pose.
Like it looked like he was doing a prayer, or like he was gonna do, like he was doing part of patty cake,
Yeah.
But they caught him like right like that. But I remember they had a human man taxidermied.
I would probably do a pose where it's like I was in a UFC fight
Okay.
and somebody gut punched me, and so I'm like, you know what I mean, like one leg on the ground,
Yeah.
and I'm flying back, right, and like this,
Yeah.
that'd be cool in action.
Yeah,
Because I want people to know that I was like, it wouldn't be true, it'd be lying.
right. But you were in action.
But I was in action, you know what I
Yeah.
mean, when I died.
If you were terminally ill, would you want a funeral before or after you die?
Ooh. I think this is a really amazing thing that you're saying, and I'm glad we're listening to you.
All right, you already got one. You trying to get two titties?
I would say
He's
no.
trying to win two
You trying to
titties.
get what? You trying to get two?
No, I'm not. You creep.
Okay.
I'm happy with one, man.
Yeah.
Okay. I just want something the cat can play with in the living room. You know?
Yeah.
No, but what if we
Yeah.
start getting so like into ourselves as humans that we start having our funerals before we die?
That's what she was asking.
Yeah, I could see that.
Because some
Yeah.
people do that now.
Wow, really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think that movie with Nicolas Cage, The Weatherman, he does that, right? With his father or something like that, where they do a live funeral when the person is still living, so that you get to hear what everyone is, what, you know, your whole family really truly thinks of you from their heart.
But the problem is that you do the fucking funeral before, and then what if you don't die right away?
Yeah.
And then 6 months later, you're at a Starbucks, and some dude that was at your funeral sees you,
Yeah.
and they're like, "You're not dead yet?"
Yeah.
Yeah.
Some guy
Like,
that banged your
it's-
sister after your funeral. And you're like, hey, what are you doing here?
Yeah.
You're the kind of guy that tries to bang at somebody's
Yeah.
funeral. You're a sicko.
Also, I don't want to also.
You're a sicko, boy.
Yeah, sicko, man. I also don't want my funeral before, because what if no one shows up?
Is that
Oh no.
No, because if I died, right?
Stevie's going to freaking show up, dude. She's going to go.
I
We're-
know, but dude, I want like.
If I'm in town, I'm going to go, dude. People are going to go,
If
man.
you're in
In
town,
town?
all right, that's a good question.
I don't know what my schedule is.
I understand that, but I'm going to ask you, right now,
Yeah.
and I want you the honest fucking answer.
Okay.
Because we're bros, right?
Yeah.
Okay, I want honest answers from you. Dude.
Okay.
So, what would you cancel, right? To go to my funeral.
Oh, I'd definitely cancel my own wedding if I was freaking getting married.
Okay.
That's
big.
big.
But
That's
But what about
huge.
this?
That's
would
huge.
you cancel? Let's say you sold out.
But I'd cancel my wedding for probably almost anything else.
Yeah, that's right. That's why I fucking brushed past that.
Oh, wedding? Can't make it.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
But let's say you sold out like a 20,000 seat venue, but it lands on the same day as my funeral. Would you cancel that? Be honest.
I couldn't, man. And I don't think you'd want me to. That's why I wouldn't. I think you'd want me to
I'd
be
want
there.
You.
He'd want you to.
I'd want you to.
What if I got a live stream of you in your casket to open up the show?
Wow.
I'll make you a deal.
Okay.
I'm the closing.
Oh, you already pre-record a set.
No, I want to just
No.
do the live stream of my casket. At the end, when he's getting a standing ovation, just boom,
Yeah.
you put it on the monitor. So that I could, when I'm flying up to heaven, woo, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
I'm flying and I can see it and I'm getting a standing O. That'd be fucking cool.
That'd be cool.
Yeah.
I could do that, man. I'll do that for you.
Would you cancel?
No.
Oh, I have one.
Yeah, go ahead.
Poirier, Khabib rematch his retirement fight for the championship. You're sitting front row. You know what? You're cornering him at this point. Bobby dies. What do you do?
Just probably wish Bobby was there with me, But like in a loving way, man, I would. And I'd bring that tit with me for good luck. And I put it at the bottom of the ice bucket of Poirier's ice bucket.
Let's do a softball one. Let's one. Let's say you met a girl.
Dude, is somebody at least going to wash my hair? I've been here for 20 minutes.
We're a popular fucking barbershop, my friend.
Yeah, I know.
You didn't make an appointment.
I'm just saying, man, let's get to the,
I know.
let's cut to the trim.
Wait, so you went to Vegas and you saw the fight. Now, so Poirier, did you see the fight?
Oh my God, crazy.
We saw the fight,
Crazy.
right? And I know a lot of listeners aren't into the UFC and shit. You should be.
I think they are.
It's growing. There was 100,000 new people watched the fights the other night, I heard. Like brand new for the first time, which is pretty, it's a lot of people.
For every fight, by the way, was entertaining to watch. But the Poirier, and if for some reason now, because there's no audience, you can hear and feel every slap,
Yeah.
every punch, every elbow. It's so brutal.
Oh, it's like fucking in prison, I feel like.
I much prefer this setup with no audience. Like I'm really just zoned in, and I feel like the fighters almost seem looser and just willing to really like slug it out. Like there aren't any other extra elements that they have to worry about. And I feel like the fights have been better.
Yeah.
Right, we were talking about, they don't seem as nervous.
They don't.
Imagine like, oh, I know my crew, right? I kind of know their crew.
Yeah.
There's Dana. What's up? He's like 20 feet away. What way?
Right.
And then you're like, the cameraman you're used to. It's the pressure is up. If you and I,
Oh, it's a good point.
Yeah, if you and I were doing this podcast right now, and there was fucking 30,000 people around us, it would change the way we would do it even.
That's a good point.
We wouldn't get a laugh. We'd just be like, oh, fuck.
Right.
Right?
Yeah, and if the crowd all did something and maybe you weren't like aware of it, especially if you're in a fight, if they all make like a ooh and you don't know what's going on, it might have you like backpedaling, like, am I not seeing something?
That's a good point. Yeah.
Yeah, and also like they're able to hear their corner so well, and they're able to hear the color commentary.
Yeah.
So like I know that Poirier heard Mike Bisping.
I saw that too.
Yeah.
And he was like,
funny you
listen to
say that.
Bisping.
Yeah, and it's funny because Bisping, I think favored Poirier a little bit because at one time he's like, get your hands up.
Yep.
Yeah.
You know?
yeah.
Hey guys, we're gonna take a quick break to share this amazing product with you.
Hymns. We love it so much. Hey, guys, hymns we use, and we love this fucking service. It's the best. Tell them more.
Guys, we love it so much that I use it every day.
You guys, hymns is one of my favorite services of all time because, like I've said before, if I had hymns in my early 20s, my life would have been completely different. 66% of men start to lose their hair by the age of 35. And once you've noticed thinning hair, it can be too late. And this is a service that you can get professional help.
Hims is helping guys be the best version of themselves with licensed physicians and FDA-approved products to help treat hair loss. No snake oil pills or gas station counter supplements.
Professional.
No more awkward in-person doctor visits or long pharmacy lines. For Hims connects you to real doctors online, which could save you hours, completely confidential and discreet.
Professional.
Right now, our listeners can get started with their first month free. Go to forhims.com/belly. That's forhims.com/belly. Disclaimer, prescription requires an online consultation with a physician who will determine if a prescription is appropriate. Offer valid only if prescribed. 3-month minimum subscription. Additional restrictions apply. See website for full details and important safety information. Remember, that's forhims.com/belly. Professional.
Professional.
Enjoy the rest of this show.
Hello, Slub Kingdom. We have big news. Tigerbelly is excited to present the Tigerbelly Singing Competition, brought to you by the Tigerbelly Patreon, your home for the official Tigerbelly Singing Competition show. That doesn't mean you have to be on the Patreon to enter. All sleepers can enter the competition. If you want to participate, record your audition. Name the file with your email address and upload it to Dropbox. Tell them more.
Hold on. Let me repeat that. This is how you are able to participate. You record your audition.
Yep.
You name the file with your email address.
Yep.
You then upload it to Dropbox.
Yeah. Link in the description.
The link is in the description. The winner gets to sing the outro song for the Tigerbelly podcast and more possible prizes. Gilb?
We would like to thank our Patreon members for making this possible. For more on that, you can go to patreon.com/Tigerbelly. Once again, if you want to participate, record your audition, and very important, name the file with your email address so we can contact you and upload it to Dropbox at bit.ly/TigerbellyTalent. Link in the description.
Okay. But I think the fights are better. It's the audience just drives me crazy.
Me too.
Yeah, and I think it's just funner to watch.
Or like even when you saw that, I don't know if you saw the fight before, the Brendan Allen and versus Dawkins.
He's from Louisiana. He's from the same.
Who is?
parish
Brendan
as
Allen
me.
is?
Yeah.
He was really, really good.
All in Allen, baby.
And but that Dawkins kid too. That was
an
his
amazing
UFC debut.
He fought hard.
He has a Rory McDonald vibe.
Yeah.
He fought hard, man. I think both those guys will have, continue to have good success. It was, it's interesting because even Dustin said after the fight, he goes, he likes it better without the audience there.
Oh, he did say that?
Yep. Which I thought was interesting because you would think, like from comedy, it's like, yeah, you want people to be in there. But I guess it's probably like you're saying, like it's almost like podcasting. It's like it's more comfortable sometimes when it's just you or when it's just a small group because you can kind of zone in on a little bit more on what you're doing. You're not doing it for someone. You're doing it more for yourself,
Yeah, and that's exactly it. Like when I look at those fighters, there's no audience. I feel like they're fighting because they love it.
Right.
There's no, they're not performing for anybody. It's in their bones. They're out there to fight. And it's really inspiring to see those guys beat the shit out of each other for 25 minutes with no one around.
Yeah.
But they would be bummed.
Yeah.
They would be bummed, though, if they fought, no audience, but then somebody told them afterwards, oh, we forgot to turn the cameras on. and they're like bleeding, right? Only 7 people watched it?
Like, guys,
Yeah, but that would be a
run
bummer,
it back.
right?
Yeah.
run it
Back right now.
And they're like, you have to do it again. When? A year?
Yeah. It's like, man,
I'm not doing that again for a year.
I have one of my eyebrows in my pocket.
Right. Now, what
That's crazy.
was Poirier's Is it Poirier?
Poirier. Yeah.
They got
Either one.
Yeah, Dustin.
Dustin Poirier.
Either one,
Yeah.
yeah.
You know what? Yeah. Was Poirier, his eye, was he, like, because I've never talked to, because we've had Bisping on our podcast, but I've never talked to a fighter directly after a match.
Right.
Or fight. Was he coherent?
Yeah, it was funny, man. He showed up about an hour and a half. He had to go to the hospital, he said. And so I just went up there and met up with his wife and some of his friends who were sitting there watching the fight. About 5 people, 6 people maybe. And then he had to go to the hospital. One thing that he said that was really funny was he said at the hospital he's in one like stall or whatever they're called, and Dan Hooker, who's also he seemed like an amazing dude, is in the other stall, and there's a curtain between them. And Dustin said, he goes, and I told him, he goes, hey man, I just heard we got the fight of the night bonus.
Yeah.
And Hooker goes, oh, that's great, man. Still feels just the same.
I would have laughed at that.
Oh man,
I would have laughed at that. Yeah,
me too, man. That's one of the beautiful things I love about humor is that just sometimes some jokes can only happen in one space in one time.
Yeah.
And it can never happen again, man.
Yeah.
That's one of my favorite things about humor. Dustin's really funny, man. I think a lot of people don't get to see a lot of his personality, but he's really, really funny. But it was cool, man. He came back and he's just dressed like he just fucking, went to a business meeting.
yeah.
Or something, man.
They always do that. They wear a suit afterwards, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like I'm a professional.
Yeah.
And I guess they are, man. It was fun. We got to sit and watch the fight again. So we sat and watched the fight on his computer and just it was just interesting to then be able to watch him like kind of go through the fight. And yeah, I don't know, he just loves fighting. He just loves it.
You can tell.
What I found interesting in the fight was between the 4th and 5th round, his cornerman or his coach goes, you having fun out there? He's like, I'm having a blast. Right? Yeah. That's not what I would say.
No.
I'd go, oh, yeah, I can't feel nothing. You know what I mean? Or, there's blood in my skull. I can feel blood in my skull. Yeah. Or something like that. What would you say? I don't think I would having a blast out there. Right? Does it look like a blast?
I think you have to do that in case they hear you across the cage, and to just tell yourself, what are you gonna?
Oh.
And I think that's where they're able to do that kind of sport. Because I'm like you, man. I'm just fascinated by the fact that those guys can do that. Because I don't have that in me. I just have that thing that's more just fear.
Yeah.
To be able to just go past those moments of fear and see what's on the other side of them in anything is pretty wild.
But I can understand that. That's why I like it. I can understand going through a scary situation and coming out the other side.
Right.
Yeah.
And that kind of and especially if you win. But even someone like Dan Hooker, he knows, if I went in there and I half-assed it, I knew I didn't train that good, right? In the 3rd round, I'm like, I don't want to do this anymore. But if you're like Dan Hooker, you could tell he put everything on the fucking line.
Yeah.
And so he's sitting there next to Poirier and also fight of the night and all that. When you lay in bed, even though you lost, that it's for the history books. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? No one's going to watch that and go, everyone said on Twitter and stuff, wow, that Dan Hooker's a beast. That was a close fight. Mm-hmm. What a warrior.
Yeah.
Right? And he can take that with him in his life, and that probably motivates him for the next fight. I think it's an addiction in that way.
That's right? I don't care about rankings. Like when I look at a fighter, I always care about, and Dustin Poirier is a perfect example of that. When has he ever had a boring fight?
Yeah.
Right. Ever.
Yeah.
Like we always watch his fights.
Yeah.
I don't care how he's ranked, where he falls in that where he falls there. I will always watch him forever.
Yeah. Yeah, there's something. Yeah, it's something. It's something to. It's something that's just amazing to see some of these guys do, how they manage it, and how they then afterwards sometimes go back to their respectable. They still respect each other and stuff. Yeah. I think there is also a level, like you're saying, Bobby, of earning a respect, win or lose.
Yeah.
Feels like a win-win. I thought that was a win-win for them and for us.
I feel bad for the ones that aren't in UFC, the amateur fighters.
Oh yeah, fighting at a Holiday Inn. Yeah.
Yeah, right. But then the next day they're delivering Domino's pizza.
Oh yeah, definitely, dude.
Right?
Yeah, with both their arms are broken, they're just balancing it on their shoulder up to the door.
Yeah. I feel bad for those guys. Even in the Premier League in England, the soccer, right? the 4th tier guys,
Yeah.
right? Because there's 700 teams
Yeah.
in England, but they, have their matches. They still have to go to practice, but then they also have to go to their accounting job
Yeah.
Wait, in the lower tiers.
in the lower tiers. Yeah.
Oh, okay, yeah.
So I just feel bad. I just feel bad for that. But
But that's how you know they just love
Love
to
it.
do it.
Yeah, and that's meritocracy too. You got to have that. You got to have, I think, people that earn their way into the big space.
Yeah. How do you feel about comics? And I've been struggling with this for many, many years, and I think I've changed my point of view on it.
Dude, we sound like smart people. Do you notice that all of a sudden?
Intellectual.
Like in the past 10 minutes, bro, I don't even know what happened.
Wait, it
I
doesn't
feel like-
all have to be Silly Billy.
No, I know. I just feel like we're just like all of a sudden we're just
I don't know. We're
in a
CNN
library
now, baby.
Yeah, I feel like we're in a library.
We should bring it back down. We should take it down a notch, back to lowbrow.
Yeah, we need somebody to just.
Yeah, well, I'll talk about my dick later. The bumps on my dick.
good.
Okay, cool,
Yeah,
cool,
yeah,
cool.
I got
yeah.
little bumpies on my dick I want to talk about later.
You have bumpies on your dick?
No, I'm just kidding. I don't have any bumpies. I was just trying to make something up to go low.
My dick has like a little I don't want to say it almost has like a little belly button on the end of it. I feel like.
Wait, hang on. That's called
That's
foreskin.
Yeah, foreskin.
Yeah,
Let's go for,
foreskin.
I have that
Okay.
too. I have a
Gotta-
belly button too.
Wait, hang on. There's a belly button underneath it?
No.
Yeah.
Like on the very tip.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
almost like a little lookout, kind of like a little bitty piece of skin. It's no bigger than like 2 pieces of little salt.
Oh yeah, it's foreskin.
Okay.
I have a
yeah.
dark ring of hate.
What?
Yeah. If you look at my staff,
Staff.
right? Well, not the staff, but the
Shaft.
the shaft. Staff shaft.
Staff.
Oh, yeah, staff.
I'm a wizard, so I call it a
Staff.
staff.
Yeah,
You know
yeah.
what I mean? It has a glow.
That
at the end.
root.
The root.
The
right?
root.
The root, right? I have a dark ring of hate around it.
Oh wow, it might be psilocybin.
No.
What's
What's
psilocybin?
psilocybin? What's
I don't know what that is.
Psilocybin's the active ingredient.
It's that mushroom. Dude, what do you mean? You don't know what it is? You have a
Mushroom.
computer in front of you. Dude, what is it? Fucking 1987?
All right, look it up.
I'm sorry, man. I'm joking.
His
Dude.
shroom skills.
It's that green. It's the purple circle around a mushroom that makes you
Okay.
feel exotic.
Yeah. But it's I don't know how it happened, because when I was a baby, or I was a young man, right? I would see
Those things are
very two
synonymous.
different.
I was a
Baby or
baby
young
young
man?
man. When I was a baby young man, you know what I mean, at 8 or 9 or whatever,
8 or 30.
right? I would probably analyze my penis maybe
Oh yeah.
10 times a year.
I love looking at my dick when I was younger.
Yeah.
God.
But like really analyze.
Oh,
I
yeah.
would stretch the,
Hold it,
see if
weigh
every-
it.
What?
I'd go into somebody's bathroom and lay on my side by the scale and just set it right on that little scale.
Oh wow.
If they had one of them little scales.
Yeah. And I used to put glue. I used to
on your penis?
Make mold.
Elmer's glue on my dick.
mold.
Oh wow.
To make a mold.
Wow.
Try to make a mold. Yeah.
Dang, that's beautiful.
And show it to my mom.
You guys ever pull a worm out your butt before?
Oh,
What?
hello.
What happened?
Cut. That wasn't part of the line, baby.
But I respect what you're talking about. And I respect all women, and I think that
But you guys didn't have worms when you were younger?
no, yeah, people did have them. I didn't get them. I got lice. I got worms.
Oh,
on the
I had
top.
lice too.
Wait. So in the Philippines, you just get rando.
No.
worms in your asshole?
I was a real dirty kid. My dad didn't let us wear like even a t-shirt until we were like 11. We were just in our underwear.
Oh, yeah.
We were just like wild little Mowglis.
Yes.
And so I never wore slippers, and that's how you get worms. And I got worms, and I'd pull them out my
Oh,
butt.
Yep.
I felt so good. I remember feeling
Oh
like,
my
wow,
God.
this is.
How big are we talking?
One of them was real long. I felt something slimy, and then I pulled it out, and I swear, like my eyes rolled in the back of my head. It felt so good.
I had a worm on my butt.
Damn.
You did?
Yeah, my friend Alan tried to fuck me.
Alan,
At camp. Yeah.
a Jewish guy or not?
no, he wasn't Jewish. Whoa, dude.
No, Alan is I got 3 friends named Alan. All of them are Jewish. It's
I know.
a Jewish name. I just didn't know.
I don't want to say his last name.
If
but-
you just said Randall, I wouldn't have said, "Oh, a Jewish guy."
I remember I told you I had gay experiences when I was a kid.
Yeah.
Yeah. Everybody.
So I just tried to do a callback from like 50 episodes ago.
Well, I'm sure
So I tried to do a callback.
a lot of people
It
got
didn't
it.
land. It didn't land the way I wanted it to land. I'll be honest.
I got it though.
I was thinking about Alan, the Alan joke,
Yeah.
Yeah.
right? The worm in my asshole Alan joke.
Yeah.
For about 30 seconds. And in my head, I was like, should I throw it out?
Mm-hmm.
I threw it out.
You did.
Obviously, it's documented.
Yeah.
I threw it out.
It's here.
And then it had an uncomfortable land. Right?
Yeah.
You mean really no humor?
Yeah.
Then you guys started questioning me.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
how
Was he
old was
Jewish?
Alan?
Was he?
Whatever, right?
Well, Alan.
I know. My point is that
Wait,
my joke
Alan
got
with
fucked.
an LLEN?
I fucked the joke.
Wait, this is going to answer your question. Is it Allen with an ALAN or an ALLEN? Because that might answer your question.
I don't know if it
What
will.
is it?
There
Allen?
is no Allen.
There is no.
There is no fucking.
There's no Allen?
Yeah.
Oh, God.
Wow.
Oh my god! So
I'd
now,
pull the worm out of my
now
butt,
we
dude.
talked about the dick. Can we go
I'd feed it. I'd
highbrow?
throw a little I'd slip a little dang sunflower seed up there for it. If I had
Where?
a worm inside of my butt.
You'd
like-
feed the worm?
To bait it or
I mean, if I was young and I, cared about animals and stuff, yeah, I bet I would. Get you a little, a little cinnamon stick or something. Just, give it a little one of those good and plenties. You ever had one of them?
What's a good and
What's a good
plenty?
planet?
it's a candy.
Small shaped candy. You probably wouldn't even feel it in your butt.
Yeah, but a good and plenty. I've never heard of it. The candy.
Mm-hmm.
So let me just ask you some questions about
This
it.
one, purple one.
All right, I can't see.
I've never had
Oh,
that.
so it's not chocolate based?
No, I wouldn't do that.
Okay, so good and plenty aren't chocolate based.
Chocolate.
You think I'm a damn school shooter, bro? No, man.
Yeah. Okay, so it's
Dude,
not
it's
chocolate.
booty safe, man.
Yeah.
It's booty
so
safe.
it's fruity. It's fruity.
Oh, it's like a licorice. It's kind of
Licorice.
licorice.
It's a licoricey, and the shape is, from what I saw from the thing,
The shape's
tube shaped.
It's conducive, yeah, to a butt.
Oh, it looks like a thinner pill.
Yes.
I know what a good and plenty is.
Yeah.
I've done it before.
Yeah, so if I had but pulling a worm out of your butt seems just damn, God.
Yeah. So what
It
would
seemed
you
like
do?
it should be like a national sport or something in some of those kind of foreign countries, real.
And one of our national sports is spider fighting. You guys do that in Louisiana? Where you put two spiders on a stick
True.
and you fight it out. And then the other spider eventually kills the other spider and then you bet money. That's what we did as kids. They're called caca.
Oh,
Ooh,
that's so
spicy.
cool.
So let me ask you something.
Damn, we didn't do anything
Yeah.
like that.
I know. So you have a stick.
The stick, but there's only a specific type of spider. You have to get a caca. You can't just get a rando black widow and
I know, but the stick
We used
though.
to bet on how many babies a dog was going to have. People be
Oh wow.
the
I would've
dog would
bet.
start whelping and giving birth, and people out there throwing.
do
them
stillborns count?
up. I don't remember, and I'm glad I don't even know. I think people would, if it was stillborn, they just would shake it and pretend like it was making a sound, like, oh, look at this little one. Because nobody was showing a kid a stillborn animal. Jesus.
But let's go back to the stick.
If somebody did that, I'd put a worm back in my butt. I would, man.
But baby, is the stick
Like
a
you want-
regular stick you would get from a tree, or
Yeah,
is
any
it a
stick.
professional?
Yeah, and
Is it
then-
like a solid?
And
yellow?
you get a matchbox, right? And then you compartmentalize the matchbox into 6 different rooms, and that's where you house your spiders with a little drop of milk. And then you raise your spiders, and you take it to your friend, and you're like, are we fighting today? And then you get a stick, and then your friends gather around, and then people bet on the spiders.
Yeah.
And then that's just the game we played.
I would make like little hats on it. You know what I mean? Just to get so people knew it was mine.
Oh, it's Bobby Spider.
Yeah.
I would do like one of those those hat with the little fucking propeller.
Yes.
Oh.
Yeah, little propeller hat, right?
And you even traveled with. You would spin it and just take off, and
Yeah.
you were like the early drone.
Yeah, I would name it
What would you name?
Simone. Simon, something like that. Simon Simone
Mm-hmm.
with the propeller hat. You know what I mean? I would a little like Buddy Holly glasses.
Buddy Holly died though in a plane crash.
And Richie Valens.
did?
Oh, heartbreaking. Yeah, you can go see the plane near Iowa. It's in a cornfield over there in northern Iowa, right south of Minneapolis.
Dude, I saw La Bamba,
Yeah, but you can go see the plane. You can go see where
but don't need to see it. I saw La Bamba.
Yeah. If you want the edited version, you can go see that. If you want to go,
Yeah.
if you want to go pillage around a little bit, see if you can find still, probably a seat, a buckle or something.
My favorite line in La Bamba is this: "I had a dream too, Richie."
Venezuela was our dad's name.
Yeah,
I love.
that was a
I
good.
love. God, that movie's good,
That
dude.
was so good.
Oh,
And why it's like, it's like I know that he's Hispanic and that her white family wasn't supportive of it, but he's got a talent,
yeah.
you know.
I met a girl, and Donna was her name.
Classic, bro.
God.
And he did another one. What was it called?
There's plenty.
But what's the main one that he did?
La Bamba.
La Bamba.
Bamba.
That's the one.
The main.
That's the main one. Looks like La Bamba. La Bamba, dude. Right? It goes la 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 or something like that. Something. You know.
Yeah, man, it's
So
beautiful.
now we did lowbrow. We talked about our dicks, the rings, your belly button on your dick. Let's go.
It's not a belly button. It's
Let's
like
go highbrow now. Back to the CNN version.
Hold on. Yes, highbrow.
Okay, so we switched it.
Have you watched the show Alone?
It's the best show I've ever seen. I can't wait till Thursdays when the new episodes come out on History Channel. I watch the whole series on Netflix. It's
We
amazing.
just started.
First episode.
On Netflix?
Yeah.
It's so good.
It's really good.
It's so good.
Does it get better?
It is so good, man.
Because we love it so far.
Yeah.
It's only
You know what it is?
Can we tell the audience? Yeah, I don't know.
You know what it is?
No.
Okay,
Alone.
imagine Naked and Afraid.
Love it.
You love Naked and Afraid.
Here, I'm going to imagine whatever you're saying, and let me see if you get it.
Imagine Naked and Afraid, right? Except you're wearing Arctic gear, clothes, right? Whatever style that you want, right? You get, just let me finish.
I am.
You're allowed to have 10 items of your choice.
Okay.
You know, a thimble. You know what I mean? Whatever you need. You know what I mean?
Doxycycline.
Doxycycline.
Can you bring antibiotics on there?
That has to be one of them.
That would be so smart. Just like a broad spectrum.
Yeah.
It's a great idea.
Smart, Theo.
Right, very smart.
Thank you.
So you get 10 items, right? Then you get helicoptered in to the North Pole. Some people call it Antarctica.
Yeah.
Antarctica.
Some people call it where Santa lives.
Where
Also.
Santa lives.
Yeah.
That's three things. Antarctica, right? North Pole, where Santa lives.
And some people call it Santarctica.
4 things.
That's
Antarctica as well.
The slang, yeah.
And then 10 contestants. They get dropped off in different areas of Antarctica. And basically, the helicopter flies away. And then you go, bye-bye.
It's not Antarctica. It's the Arctic.
The Arctic.
Take 5.
That's 5 things, right? And then they have to just survive.
Is there an end goal?
Last man standing.
Last
Also,
man
people
standing.
tap out. There's no time limit.
Yeah, like one of the guys tapped out after 4 days because he broke his leg.
He broke his leg. Yeah.
But I was really rooting for him too because I thought that he was the best hunter of the 10.
Yeah.
But he didn't hunt shit, baby. He just said he was the best.
No. He
He
was
was like,
an
hey, I'm the
actual,
best
like,
hunter. And then he broke his leg.
No, his
fuck that guy.
profession, by profession, he was a hunting guide. And those guys are patient because they'll wait, like, they'll stay 5 days, 2 weeks out just for one deer. They have that mental resolve.
They got
we weren't able to see his
That ability.
skill in action.
Right. You didn't get to see as much of his skill.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
it's so good.
But in the first episode, what we did see is one dude saw a squirrel 50 miles away on a branch.
50 miles.
Not 50.
And what? Shot it?
And shot it right through the fucking temple.
One shot, one kill.
One shot, one kill.
God.
So he brought a gun.
No,
it was
he
bow
had
and arrow.
a-
Not a gun, dude.
He
Bow
bought
and
a
arrow.
It was a bazooka.
Okay, that makes more.
Yeah.
That makes more
He
sense.
fucking
He was playing
shot a
Warzone.
squirrel
Playing
with a
Warzone.
fucking bazooka, bro.
An RPG.
And he couldn't eat the fucking squirrel because he had
Bro,
blown
leave this
the,
guy alone.
it had blown to fucking pieces, bro.
So
Right?
So important question. You guys are all one person. What 10 items are you guys bringing?
Okay, this is a good. I'll go, Theo, you go first. The doxy was
Let's
such
do
a good
honest,
idea.
honest ones.
Yeah.
Okay.
No, do we get 10 as a group to
10
bring?
as a group. 10 as
Oh,
a group.
10 is a
Oh,
group.
that's better because we don't spend
But
30.
speak to your skill though.
Okay.
Oh,
How about this? How about this? We're a group, us 3, Theo, me, and Kalila, right? And we get to pick 9 things,
No, 3.
right? Because we can get 3 apiece.
Okay.
As a group,
And then you get to pick one.
Thank you.
then you get to pick one.
one.
So you're a part of it too.
And before you guys say your things, present your skill set in general.
Okay, here we go. I have preserved fat in my body, right? So I don't really need. I could just not move and get nutrients from all the fucking fat in my body.
Okay.
I've stored a lot. Number 2,
So like a parasite or something. What is that? But you're a parasite to yourself.
yeah, I'm a parasite to
Wait,
myself.
what are you bringing?
This is his skill
My
set.
skill
sir.
set.
First, he's
Stop.
telling you his skill set. We have to.
You're not gonna rely on me as much because I'm gonna.
Wait, we're bringing tools, right?
No, but he asked what our skill
What,
sets
are,
were.
what is
Oh,
your
okay,
skill
okay,
set?
yeah,
Like
okay.
the guy was a hunter.
I got it. I'm
Right?
behind.
Serenity is your skill set almost, really.
Yeah, number 2, right? I can mimic other animals,
Okay.
right?
Yeah.
And they can sometimes, I've done it. You haven't seen it, but not being real.
I know, but we haven't seen it.
You haven't seen it
Seen it.
because you don't see me in nature, right?
Yeah.
True.
But I've done this, and I've had things land on my fucking arm.
It's fucking impressive.
Yeah. I
Yeah.
did see. Yeah.
Yeah, not an animal, but like an acorn fall.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Or somebody spit on his arm.
Yeah. Get off this trail, gook. Spit right on my arm.
Caught it.
But I did
Caught it. You
get
caught
on
it.
my arm.
Yeah,
right?
caught it. Yeah.
I also have I can keep up. I can uplift people with my words.
Yep.
That's true.
Right, positive attributions.
Yeah.
Right. And for I think I would go. Honestly, this is a true one. I would go out of my way. I think, and I'm like that in real life, especially not you, but to her, I would go out of my way to make it take care of Kalila.
Amen.
Right. So that'd be good.
So
for you.
caring, yeah, you'd be
Caring. I care for everybody.
like a nurse almost.
Yeah. Also, I'm not greedy.
Come on, there's a lot of things you have.
Hey, but I'm not also greedy with like I'm not one of those. It's like I hunted this fucking muskrat, right? So I get half, and you guys share the rest.
But
I would equally, you know what I mean?
Distribute.
If you're Filipino, so you would eat the
I
eyeballs,
think people
but-
get weird when they're faced with survival.
Yes.
And
That's
that
true.
is like the mental, you would have to have trained yourself in really like dire situations in the past to know these things about yourself. Because I don't think we know ourselves until
No.
we're there.
Oh, I don't know. It's a good point. Yeah, who would we turn into when the going gets
What are your
real tough?
attributes, Theo?
I would say if we had a game night or something, I would think that I would be able to like think up fun games for us. I think I would probably be the chef, like regional chef. And I think that I would probably also be willing to sacrifice my body.
In what way?
In what ways?
I don't know.
Like maybe this is what I see you doing since you're a very principled man. I see you getting the attention of like an aggressive male moose during mating season.
Oh, yeah.
And getting him real close so that I get a good shot.
Yeah. I
So
could
that's
see
a
that.
sacrifice.
I also
Yeah, willing to
I think
risk
that you would-
myself.
You would risk your body for heat.
Yeah.
I think. Would you?
Oh, I would lay right in between y'all and just close my eyes and let you guys be comfortable with each other.
You would be between them.
I mean, or around. I would lay on my. I would lay penis down and let y'all lay.
Good.
I would, and I would not even, and I would keep my ears closed and eyes closed. Y'all could do whatever y'all wanted, and I would just be real quiet.
What's your attributes, babe?
My attributes is I'm very good with first aid.
Okay, that's
I
huge.
It's very good.
Yeah, I'm also pretty good with identifying what's poisonous and not poisonous and what's edible.
Because I would eat rocks.
Yeah.
I would eat rocks.
Yeah.
Well, you can use gravel to help you digest food.
And if we are by a close water source, I am very good with just water in general, fishing, and things like that.
She's a water person.
Oh yeah, and you're a swimmer. We could put you in there. Hey,
Yeah.
we'll come get
It's
you
too
in an hour.
cold though. If I had, that's the one thing I would bring with
is it?
is a dry suit. A dry suit because I would attempt to.
All right, so first item, dry suit.
Okay.
Yeah, or you could just
But that's
fish.
selfish.
You could just fish.
But
That's
what if you
selfish.
what if you can't?
That's for her.
She's getting food for you.
Yeah, oh, you're right. It has to be a group thing.
It fucking works.
So I would bring a net.
One.
Wow, we're gonna need you to step away from the camp for a little bit.
No,
Your
what I'm
attitude,
saying
though.
is that.
You just said you have positive affirmations. You're gonna look at
But
her.
I'm saying is that she gets a fucking
Yeah,
wet.
she wants to dress up a little bit. We're gonna be out there for a long time.
We don't even know if that's going to be enough for you. And so all of a sudden, you bring a wetsuit. You go out in the cold. It's too cold.
No, a dry
And
suit.
then-
A dry suit. You don't
dry
get wet
suit,
at all.
Bobby, not a wetsuit.
It's a dry suit. You're
Yeah.
completely insulated and warm
It's the
with a hood
opposite.
and everything.
Oh, it's like one of of old school like scuba diving. They
It's like
did in
Boy
the
in
early
the Bubble.
1900s. Those metallic gold things.
It's what the scientists. It's
You
what
good,
the
man?
scientist divers wear when they
I
go after a
understand.
leopard
I
seal.
understand.
Yeah, dry
I understand.
suit.
Dry suit. There's no
Okay,
cold.
so I'm sorry, my bad, baby. Bring that.
I think that we would live really well if I had a dry suit
Mm-hmm.
and if I had a nice spear gun, I could feed us every day.
Yeah, but I would probably get lonesome. You guys have each other, and then I feel like I would get lonesome, and I would probably have to leave and go do my own camp at some point.
No, that's negative.
Do you think that in this survival, when you're faced with survival, that how many times in a month are you jerking off?
Never.
Yeah, I wouldn't jerk off while I'm
At
out
all.
there.
At all.
I would save everything unless it things got really dire. Then I would jerk off for someone else, but I'm not jerking off for myself.
I have,
Food source or
I wouldn't call it food. I would say vitamins.
Would we get so desperate for calories that you would eat each other's cum?
That's what
Whoa,
I'm, that,
no.
Whoa.
Whoa,
he said vitamins. He said
Crazy, bro.
He said good and plenty.
Yeah, dude.
Does cum?
And I'm not eating any regional semen, man.
But does cum have protein?
Like
Yes.
some people say like 9 calories exactly, right? What is it?
Bro, I would rather just suck my thumb and hope for the best, man.
Or what about this? What if I use my cum as a glaze?
Quit
As a
saying
glaze.
it.
As a
A
glaze.
demi-glace.
Like I make a salmon.
Oh my
And I put a little
God.
cum glaze
I missed
on
the
it.
old place before you guys started doing it in this cutthroat garage.
Yeah. All right, no cum.
God.
Comes out.
Comes
we didn't
out.
know that.
Comes out.
Comes out.
What if-
Semen, call it semen. You
Oh,
don't
see,
call it-
but
real quick.
What if I was
20
on my knees?
25 calories per teaspoon of cum.
Oh my God, Theo, I'm on my knees. I haven't
Can we
eaten.
say semen?
Yeah.
Jesus, what
Okay.
are you guys raising a damn?
We'll have to come in our mouth, I guess.
Exactly. Theo, I'm on my knees, right?
That's 75
begging,
calories.
I'm begging for 25 of your skeet.
Yeah.
That's a lot of calories.
Yeah.
You're not giving it to
But
me?
dude, you're not. She's not gonna blow you, dude. We're gonna jerk off behind a tree. We're gonna jerk off behind a tree, and then we're gonna all run when we're about to run out, and she's gonna open. We're gonna go ah.
No. Put it in a cup.
In
and
an
then-
eight-
No, put it on a leaf back.
yeah.
All right. Leave back. That's right.
I'm not putting it in a cup like some kind of sinner, dude. No, I put it on the
My
back
bad.
of a leaf, and then you guys can do with it as you will. But I would close my eyes while you guys did that, or go be by myself.
So your item is one is a dry suit.
A dry suit and a spear gun.
Spear gun is number 2.
And then a
Number
fire
3.
starter.
semen
I cannot. I'm very, very sensitive to the cold,
Okay.
and I don't do well with cold, so I have to have a fire starter, a reliable one.
Yeah, I would do sleeping bag. I would probably do one of those lanterns. And I would do a decent axe, probably a dull axe.
Adult.
Like a
adult.
man.
An axe is definite.
Non-child
necessary.
axe.
So that's like
If somebody doesn't get a kettle, if you don't get a kettle, I'll be really disappointed.
kettle number 1. Then
Okay,
Yeah.
okay, we gotta boil
I
some
had no
water.
option. Kettle number 1.
Hey, that's your job.
Number 2.
Go get
Can you bring a condo?
Huh?
A what?
A condo?
Condo.
A
A
condom?
condo.
A condo.
Like
a condominium.
Like a downtown LA arch.
Like you know how they have those portable houses?
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, like a double.
That's not a
wide- or
house,
thing-
dude.
yeah.
That's for storage. Okay.
All right. Well,
Or
how
a
about
shed. A shed. Those Home
No,
Depot
like
sheds.
can you like if I get an item, I can bring a fucking double wide trailer
Yeah.
like Will Smith has on a set.
Yeah.
Star,
No.
a Star
I want
Wagon.
Will Smith's trailer.
You
Star
can't
Wagon.
bring that.
I'll call him. Yo, dude, I'm about to do a loan. Can I
He's
borrow
not
your
going to
trailer?
answer, dude, and you can't bring that.
Why? It's an item.
Huh? It's a full, no, it's a bunch of items put together. You have to
I
get
see.
one item.
All right, fine.
Yeah.
My bad, dude. All right. So I'll bring the bed from the trailer.
So a mattress.
A mattress.
Well,
Okay.
he already. This is a team effort, right? He already has a sleeping bag.
I can't.
Yeah.
One.
And I'll also hold my breath while y'all sleep on my back.
Or I'll bring a tent.
Oh, that's good.
That's good.
I'm good with that.
10 is good.
A tent is good.
10 is good.
I'll bring a tent. So I have no, just let me finish. I'm not done.
Kettle.
Okay.
I had
Tent.
a kettle. What's a kettle?
For water, holding
For
stuff.
water.
Make
How
a
about a bowl?
soup.
How about not a kettle, but how about like a pot?
A bigger
Something that
pot.
we can use to boil water.
I don't want a kettle. I want a pot.
Pot,
Oh
yeah,
my
that's
gosh.
fine.
Are they the same thing?
Yes.
Okay, but I want to call it a pot. Pot, a tent. And the third thing is
This is the Pol Pot calling the kettle right here.
can I bring because we have to like GPS, can I bring my iPad?
No.
No.
No, because you have to drive. You're going to hit Sam Tripoli's tent. You can't do that, dude.
All right.
That's not fair. It's insane.
I'll bring a compass.
I don't find
not gonna
that to
help
be as
us.
necessary.
Yeah.
Sounded good.
Yeah, because you're not really traveling places.
All right,
You're
how
staying in
about-
one spot.
Yeah.
How about how about you have a fishnet already?
No, I had a spear gun and a dry
Bring
gun.
a gill net.
I'll have a fishnet
Yeah.
because I saw it in the only.
You know when Bobby will be fishnet stockings on accident, he'll open up the package.
Oops.
Oops. Like, wait. He's like, at least there's 2 of them.
So that's it. We would die.
No, I think
do
that
well.
we would do okay.
I think we would make it. What do you guys think? George, how many days would you give us, honestly, out there? And the weather at first is like 25 degrees or maybe 40.
Right. No snow yet.
No snow yet. But then by probably towards, every week, I would say it drops 20 degrees or 10 degrees.
What's the longest someone's done on the show?
Yeah, because we've only done one episode.
I don't want to tell them that because I don't
Okay,
want
okay.
to give away how long some of it is.
Guys, 2.5 days.
What?
That's generous.
That's
not generous. I
not
can
generous
last
at
2
all.
days.
I'll say
2.5 days.
I'll say 14 days. And I'm basing
Thank
that
you.
I'm basing that on Naked and Afraid ish.
Wow.
yeah.
Because cold is tough.
It's not
Cold
like
is tough.
naked and afraid because you have the things you need to survive. Like if you're
Right.
just a little bit,
But here's the I don't.
Let's
Any of you guys hunt?
Let's be fucking honest.
I can get
I could
fish in
kill
the
animals.
water.
No, you're never gonna. No one's gonna kill shit.
I'm gonna kill shit.
No, you're not gonna kill nothing.
Wait, but I have experience of killing
You're
stuff.
supposed
in
to
the
be
ocean.
uplifting.
We've never
or-
been over there.
Positive
You don't know-
affirmation.
Oh my
You're gonna
goodness!
kill everything.
You're supposed to be uplifting our group, and you're
I know.
All
you're
right,
not
you're
even
right.
out there. You're freaking killing it.
In a garage.
I get angry. I get emotional.
No, yeah.
But that's how it. That's how it'd be down day one. We killing shit.
Yeah.
I see, I see.
Right. So you're right. I can't bring that energy
Yeah.
into the situation.
Right. You have to leave that out.
So I have to be like, 4 days in, we haven't caught anything,
Yeah.
and I have to be more positive. Like, it's gonna happen one day, guys.
Yep.
I'm real confident in myself with a fish, guys. So if you tell me that you can subsist on fish that I catch,
Yes.
and that you guys keep me warm because I'm very bad with a cold,
Okay.
we can do it.
Well, I'll keep Bobby warm. I'll sleep on Bobby's like back, and you'll sleep in front of Bobby.
Yeah.
You love a lot of stack
you
sleeping.
sleep on my back?
Well, I mean, it's like I feel like that's the fair way to do it. You know, that's the appropriate way to do it.
Yeah.
You know, I'm not sleeping next to your woman, even if we're indoors or outdoors.
Right. He's a principled man.
I'll be in the
try my
middle.
best. A lot
well,
of
then I'll be in the
principles are
middle.
pretty shitty, but
Let's
yeah.
get naked. We get completely naked because we want.
What?
Just hear me. It's not gay
Why would we be naked in the Arctic?
Yeah.
because we're in the sleeping bag,
Yeah.
right? Imagine this: us three naked in a sleeping bag. I'm in the middle. Kalila's in front of me. Theo's in back of me, and we're jam packed in a fucking.
Oh my god.
Just hear me out, dude.
I'm
Will you
trying
me?
to
I
hear
know,
you
I know.
out, and it's hurting.
I know, but just hear me out. We're jam packed into a fucking sleeping bag, right? Imagine that. Now you're just like sardines. You're getting warm from our bodies, right?
Okay.
And then the fucking sleeping bag is insulating the heat, right?
Oh,
Right.
yeah, it'd be
And
nice
then all
in
of a
there.
sudden, I would probably even ignore his erections.
I wouldn't get
I
erect.
don't
got a lot
think-
of
I don't
erections?
think anyone gets erect.
Yeah. It's
Yeah.
an erection
Yeah,
time. man.
erection,
This is
yeah.
survival time. I don't get erect when my life is on the line. I can't get erect near broken glass even.
Yeah.
So I don't get erect.
So you're saying 2.5 days. You're saying
this ain't a
14.
Hampton Inn, dude. You even know what we're getting into? I feel like you don't really know what we're getting into.
I know
Bobby.
because I've only seen one episode. I think if I see the series, which I'm gonna do tonight,
Yeah.
I'm gonna burn through it all, right?
So
And then
fast to
in
burn
my
through.
head, I'm gonna be like, oh yeah, 2.5 days. George had it right.
Yeah, I believe George thinks that. Well, you don't even want to go camping.
I mean, are we at a movie theater?
I'm gonna have one.
What flavor kiss is it?
These are almonds. They're good. I don't like the regular, man. They put something bad in the chocolate a couple years ago. They changed the recipe.
Like they did it with Coke.
No, they just did something to it. I think try to cut corners, save money.
My
Yeah.
sister says the meth that's out right now is really something.
The meth.
Oh wow.
It's probably pure as fuck. huh?
She's saying the arrestees that she's been getting on meth are just a whole nother level.
God, I want that, dude. We got to get Bobby. Maybe that's what the 10th thing we're bringing to the woods, man. You can't pick anymore. It's meth.
I mean, that would make sense, right? Because it is like
Yep.
what do you call it? It depletes your hunger. It takes away your hunger.
Yeah, you wouldn't want to eat for a
It's
month.
an
We want
appetite
no sleep.
suppressant.
No sleep. We don't need to sleep,
Yeah.
right?
No, but you'll run yourself to the ground.
No, we
in,
won't.
like,
We'll build a
6
gazebo
days.
probably.
Yeah, gazebo,
We'll
dude.
build a city.
First thing,
Dude, I'll build a freaking GameStop, bro. If I'm on freaking meth for long enough.
Yeah.
Dude, I'll build a damn freaking Whataburger out there. I'll freaking build whatever.
But with meth, we could probably last 14 days.
I think so.
But it's going to end badly, though.
Oh, it'll be bad. Yeah, real bad.
It's going to end with sex. It's going to end with
Yeah.
someone is going to not going to be alive at the end.
Someone's gonna.
I'm gonna look like Rick Ingram. You know what I mean? Just
Like sick Ingram,
like
dog.
sick Ingram. You know? You're gonna look like the same beautiful.
Thank you.
Uh-huh.
Thank you so much.
And what about me?
You're probably gonna look like you know the fat Dylan, the door guy at the Comedy Store.
Mm-hmm.
You look like him.
Look, somebody said it's Jimmy Schubert's son.
Really?
Yeah. But
No.
yeah, somebody did say it.
So let's
really
get
wanna
serious.
test
We got.
the theory
I want to go
out.
serious.
One of my
I want-
favorite books is Where the Crawdads Sing, and
It's so good. I read it.
you read it.
Yeah.
I've been trying to get him to read
It's
it.
unbelievable.
It's the best. It's the best book, and I love the way her life in the marsh and all of that, how she just kind of learned it in her own way when it was better than any other encyclopedia out there. I
Yeah.
want to test it out.
Did you really fucking read the book?
Yes, I did.
Because I got the audio book.
Yeah.
Should I listen to it?
I mean, look, at this point, yeah, might as well, you know? You got the audio book. You've already taken all the freaking brain work out of it. Now you're asking, should I listen to it? Yeah, buddy.
Yeah.
Don't strain yourself, but get out. Get out there. No, actually, I really loved it. I didn't know how much I was gonna love it, but yeah, it just takes you to like a. She was just amazing. It just takes you to a place that's just unbelievable. And then that girl's the struggles, the dad with the alcoholism. Man, it's good.
Really good book. But
You know,
plus the
that-
author is a zoologist, right? That's why
Oh,
she was-
yeah.
Yeah.
That's right. She had all those things with all the things, all the different animals and stuff like that. Nature animals, nature, flying little things that are in nature.
All the herons and the
Insects,
little wings,
heron,
insects.
eagle, nightingale, sparrow, macaw, everything, sandbirds, everything they had in there. So, yeah, it's good, man.
Should we wait for that alarm to
No.
stop?
No.
Keep going.
Nah, man, this is one of our first tests. If we can't handle this, we're fucked up. We are screwed. No, I'm sorry, Bobby. Was I being mean to you, man? I'm sorry. It's just been a long day today. So,
What I wanted to say
there you go.
is,
Feel that peace come into us?
yeah, what I wanted to say
I felt that, man.
is,
That's what's real, brother. Sorry, but did you feel it? It was interesting.
Sandbirds.
It kind of hit us, man. It was like peace saying, hey,
what
I'm here.
Yeah.
Mm.
what I wanted to say is that I initially, I know how to read.
I know that, man. I shouldn't
No,
have
I
said
just
that.
stop. I know how to read. I've read pamphlets.
Yeah.
I've read directions. Like when I get,
It's pamphlet, but yeah.
okay, I've read pamphlets. When I get, when I order from Goldbelly, I get my frozen pizzas.
Oh, I think you took me to that shithole one time on your birthday, didn't you?
No, it's an app.
My bad. Go on.
And yeah, and I get a pizza. I know how to cook it because I know how to read. And for me, it's like I don't have a good imagination.
Mm-hmm.
So when I read stuff, right, I don't know I don't know how to pronounce certain words when I read,
Mm-hmm.
and so I have maybe a mental deficiency or whatever.
MD.
Yeah. So when I listen to audiobooks, I'm able to, get the correct pronunciations of certain words, and I'm going to be able to imagine it.
But when you read a good
Yeah.
book, you don't need a good imagination. They paint it out for you really well, especially this book.
Oh.
The detail.
But normally, I need, even though Kalila suggested so many good things to me, in fact, last night we saw a fucking documentary called Athlete A.
It's good.
Oh
It's
my
about
God.
Larry Nasser from
Oh, yeah, the
USA Gymnastics and how
Oh
he
my God.
Yep.
he basically finger banged all those little girls. I shouldn't say it like that.
Yeah,
he
why-
was sexually assaulted.
That's what he did.
But that's what he did.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
It's like this girl. Did you see a documentary?
Not yet.
I'm not.
The Olympic Gymnastics Association had a doctor named Larry Nasser, and he was number one. You find out in the documentary he didn't even get paid.
No, he's a fucking singlet chaser, dude. Guy's,
He
Right,
is
he's
a singlet chaser.
right?
guy's
and,
POS, baby. Guy's a
You know how
POS,
difficult.
dude.
The coaches there are so kind of mean. They're either the
Well, yeah, like Marta.
They're Russian,
and
baby. They're Russian.
Yeah,
the Karolis.
Yeah, the Karolis.
They were Nadia Comaneci's coaches, so they were just really celebrated, tough
right, tough.
coaches.
They'll stretch you out.
Yeah.
And then so you have all this negativity and stress, right?
And emotional
on
and
top of
physical
it-
abuse.
And ponytails.
And then they had this guy, this doctor, who would give these kids on the side candy,
And he was nice to
which
them.
is a huge, red flag,
Yeah.
right? And then do leg massage, and then all of a sudden just jam
Yeah, and how he
his
tried to
grizzly-
defend it too. He was like, "Oh yeah, this is just coccyx manipulation."
Right.
Is that what he said?
Yeah, he
Oh.
would do things like he would talk about like the pubic symphysis, like things in a really medical. He would use a lot of medical jargon to defend what he was doing to these girls.
And these poor girls, you know what I mean?
They children, baby.
They're children. Yeah. They're children. But then they go out there and they compete, and some of them become, Olympic gold gymnasts, right?
Legends. Legenditas.
The legends of our time, right? But it goes to show you that maybe, there was a thinking, and I might have to cut this out, but there was a thinking that we had a discussion, not the molestation, but the strict training. In my head, I was like, does the strict training, right, equate to Olympic gold? But Kalila was like, you can still be nice, right, and still have love and still create champions. And I'm tending now to believe that.
Well, my theory is that while discipline, hard work, very regimented, old school Soviet practices might work, you just don't have a longevity there because there's only so much emotional abuse and physical abuse and so much of your body that you can run down. So it's like I always say, these girls in the 90s, most athletes, including myself, we peak when we're 18. We're done. Our bodies are already broken. We've had every single injury there is to have. Well, now they're being a little bit more, forgiving. They're being a lot more loving and supportive. And no, you have Dara Torres, who was a swimmer in her 35, still competing in the Olympics. And that was unheard of before.
Yeah.
Imagine if comedy was like that. It would take the fun out of it. You know what I mean? If I fucking had a bad joke, and a Polish person hit me with a ruler. That was a bad joke. Pop! Right?
You get good fast, I bet, though.
Right.
Yeah.
You get good, but
But we all do that to ourselves. I think that Polish person just inside of you.
That's what it is. That's
know?
what
you
it
do it
is.
to ourselves. Yeah.
You know
Hey
what?
guys, we're gonna take a quick break to share one of our favorite sponsors with you.
Blue Apron is the tastiest food that you ever have. You guys, I'm telling you right now, without Blue Apron, I would have died in quarantine. We've had so many delicious meals from Blue Apron. It delivers right to your door. And it's like, guys, it's like restaurant quality food. And it's food, a couple of times, even the Slept King, Papa made it by following the orders. I don't chop. I had her chop.
But you cook.
But I'm the one that cooked.
Yeah.
Yeah. Tell them more, babe.
It's really fun for me because even though I'm someone who already cooks my usual 5 things that I cook well, Blue Apron helps me discover new recipes that I can then, keep in my recipe bank and use later on in my life. So I really like it for that. I learn a lot of new things and new methods of cooking.
Tell them more, Miguel.
Guys, don't sacrifice flavor. Don't settle for boring meals. With Blue Apron, you can enjoy top-rated recipes all month long. Check out this week's menu and get $30 off across your first 2 deliveries when you visit blueapron.com/belly. That's blueapron.com/belly. Blue Apron, feed your
The
soul.
souls.
Enjoy the rest of the show.
No, we've been talking. I just want to, honestly, I want to get to like real.
Started, dude? That's what I want.
We just started.
Let me hit record.
We're almost done. We're almost done. But when how bad do you miss stand up right now?
Last week was the first time that I started to kind of miss it for a few minutes.
Yeah.
That's the first time that I kind of started to think, oh, well, maybe I'd like to try out a joke or two,
Yeah.
I feel like it's gotten so, I miss because I know there's people that probably would want to laugh and it'd be fun to go places and perform for them. Like go to, I've thought about trying to go to some smaller cities and do some shows. But the desire to like get on stage and talk about stuff new, or it seems like really risky too right now. Like I'm a straight white male, or semi-white. I'm Polish Nicaraguan, but if you look at me, you think, oh, this guy's retarded. Semi SR.
Like 20%.
So, it just, it's been a little dicey. Like, man, are we even going to be able to talk anymore? But then just recently I've been thinking, well, maybe it's just a real challenge. Now you really are going to have to, walk kind of a fine line.
Yeah.
So I don't know. I'm waiting almost to see how like in my feelings respond to some of that, because it's like, can jokes that I told before the thing, can I even tell those now? And can I share my truth even, And I think people still will respond. I almost started to think that maybe live comedy shows, if they lock up people's phones, will be more real than ever, because it'd be the only place you can actually hear somebody really be real, because people just shut you down online if you try to even be really authentic and not just the status quo.
Yeah.
Yeah, we can't get to a place where the reason why I podcast and the reason why I do stand-up is because these are two art forms. Even podcasting is an art form, right? Is it or no? I mean, there is, you know, we come up with things, you know, but these are two mediums, let's say, not even art forms, where we can. I love it because you know, at Mad TV back in the day when I was on that show, people would tell you what to do, right? You have to say these lines, right? You would improvise, but they usually cut it together and just do whatever they wanted the fuck to do, right? This is truly mine. I make
Kalila's too.
it's and yeah, Kalila, that's what I meant, right? Yes, Theo.
Sorry.
Yes, I fucking know that.
Whoa, buddy.
I know, my bad. But what I'm
You
saying,
want to sleep outside tonight? No,
I know, but what I'm saying,
I'm joking, dude. I'm
is,
just giving you a hard time.
you know, even in this podcast, I've met a lot. You know, I threw out the condo thing, right? And then you guys were like, I have to say tent, right?
Tent.
Right.
You're right. We've come down a little hard on you.
Yeah. I've
I'm
said a
sorry, I
lot
wanna
of
apologize
things. You know what I
about
mean? I started talking about the dark ring of hater on my penis, right? That didn't bode well.
Yeah.
I had another joke that didn't work. What was the joke that didn't work?
The Allen.
The
Allen,
The boot-
Allen,
the
the
butt
Allen,
worm.
and the butt worm.
the butt
Yeah.
worm.
That
yeah.
failed miserably.
The butt
I thought
really.
it was good.
Butt worm was nice.
Yeah,
yeah.
that was a
I
good
didn't
one.
like it, right? In retrospect, but you know, so I make mistakes. But this is why I like it, because I could just be myself and converse and say whatever I want to say and express myself, right?
Yeah.
Stand up is the same way, and it feels like, you know, society now is seeping into even these mediums, right? And I feel like there's consequences now, and we have to edit.
Yeah,
right?
but we can't be like that, right? It's scary.
It's scary.
That's
in
what
that
they
way.
want us to think, but we can't be like that. We can't.
Yeah, and I'll speak from a woman's perspective. Like, I'm all about, you know, like, I was a victim of sexual assault, so I'm all about getting the bad people out. But at the same time, it's like we're doing a lot of counterintuitive things. I think that's just women are, and it's like I'm not. I hate the mob. I hate the online mob. I hate the cancel culture, and there's just zero nuance there. Even women don't give each other breathing room to be real with each other and be authentic. Because the moment I say, well, wait a second, let's discuss this. Well, what about, or offer a differing opinion other than, you know, let's burn them at the stake, I'm viewed as an apologist.
Right.
So that's where I feel as though we're not even being kind to each other in our own alleged safe space. We're not even allowed to have that discourse, because then I'm labeled as someone who doesn't understand it, or
Right.
is
Yeah, go read these links.
right. And
Yeah.
and I
I'm not reading that shit.
Tell me what you think.
Yeah.
Yeah.
yeah. So in that sense, it is frustrating, because we're never gonna get to a place of, like, you know, clear water and do
Nuh-uh.
the, yeah.
And some people don't want to. Some people, I find, really just want to control. They don't want to have everybody be heard. They want to control you. You know, some people, it's not about, like, hear my side and understand me. It's about, you need to be this way. This is the only way that you can be as a human being. And it's not even an idea of their own. It's like nobody even wants to think inside of themselves, you know. But then also, I feel like that's just a world. If you focus on that world, then that's the world that we are in. And if we don't focus on it, then we're not, you know. We can be in our own world, and we have to try to do that sometimes. I feel like, you know, that's a real test to try and still say what we want to say and be wrong if we're wrong.
Yeah, isn't that a thing now where you're not given any chance for a redemption arc ever in your life, where it's like, if you're wrong, you're going to stay wrong, and we're going to punish you forever. We're going to strip your livelihood away from you, you know, and this is the label we're going to, you know, staple to your forehead for the rest of your life. And I just don't think that's real life. I don't think that's the society I want to, like, raise children in.
Yeah, I
Also,
agree.
human beings are complex creatures.
Yes.
Right?
Yeah, man.
We're not just one thing, right? We're many, many different things, you know.
Yeah, we're good and bad. We're wrong and right.
Right.
Yeah.
There are sides of me that people aren't even aware of that watch my comedy, or, you know, There's things that I believe, and there are things that that I want to keep private or whatever. There are also, I'm different around comics via, let's say, AA people.
Mm-hmm.
Like when I'm with people from Alcoholics Anonymous, or I'm doing recovery work or whatever, or I'm with my therapist, I am a certain way. The humor isn't really, I don't really try to get a laugh, you know what I mean? Or,
Yeah.
and I'm not thinking of comedy. I'm being more real. Whereas, I fuck around with my comedy friends. And so there are different masks that I wear, right?
Mm-hmm.
So it's like, it's a complex issue. But nowadays it feels like, you're this, and that's what you are, and you're going to forever be this. And that's fucked up, man.
Yeah.
Because that's not the
Yeah.
truth.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that if I look at my dad's life and I zoomed out, this is what my therapist always says, you gotta zoom out. You gotta stop being so fucking involved in your small little circles. But if you were to look at someone like my dad, who I love dearly.
I met him, Richard.
No, that's my stepdad, Roger.
Oh,
He's a
Roger.
good guy.
Your dad passed away, right?
Yeah, my biological
Roger's beautiful, though.
I love Roger. Remember
My
we did
God.
the fucking pilot, bro?
Yeah, I remember that, dude. Remember when I was the waiter?
Yeah, that
Oh
was
my
a fucking
God.
funny day, dude. And then when we saw drunk TJ Miller,
Oh, yeah.
yeah, that was fucking
That
weird.
was a
Did you
sweet
guys have
time.
him on?
Yes.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we've
He was
had him.
great on her.
He's great, man.
He's great, yeah, yeah.
TJ Miller's great, man. He loves talking about TJ Miller.
Yeah.
You know? Well, I think there's a lot of comedians who are still like doing exactly what you're saying, like recognizing that. Like Josh Wolf, is outspoken about that kind of stuff. I feel like, just wanting to recognize that people are humans, Like we just had Diplo on the podcast, and we were talking about that, just cancel culture, and he's just saying how it just doesn't leave anybody room to be, human, which is what we are, And so what does that mean? But it's only real if we really, really buy into it,
Yeah.
Yeah.
But what's scary about comedy now as well is if you have an all-white lineup at a comedy club, there's suspect there because of the fact that I know so many people of color that are super funny, right? But you can't also create a lineup and tick a box. Like we need the blind Nigerian.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? We need, the albino dwarf.
Yeah. We need a menthol. We need a freaking,
Yeah.
somebody from Arabia. We need,
Why did you look
Yeah.
at me?
Because here's why, man. That's you're saying about if there's no meritocracy, like, and I don't even understand it in comedy because my favorite comedians are probably Maria Bamford, Chris Rock, and Jerry Clower. He's white, and then the other guy who burned his head up with the drugs, Richard Pryor.
Richard Pryor, yeah.
Dude, so two of my favorite comedians are black. One of my favorite comedians is a woman. You know, like it's always been talent based. Because here's the thing: because first of all, those people worked really hard a lot of times to get to that position. Like I had to work for like 15 years before, I really started to have any real career. I felt like in stand up,
Bro, can I just say, I remember you when you were coming up, dude, right?
Yeah, I remember seeing you at the place in Westwood.
Yeah, right. And I would see you, right, come up with your voice and fail and chisel at it to come up with your point of view and to really authentically be you. Because in the beginning of stand-up, you're not authentically yourself. You're pretending to be a comic.
Yeah.
I grew up.
At least assimilate, bro.
I know, dude.
I grew up in Georgia, and I used to watch
Right.
it all the time. during
Oh,
the
that's
summer.
awesome, man. Yeah, it's good. Yeah, I mean, it was just a wild time. I guess it's just because it's hard to it's not hard to separate from it. It's just it was just I was so young. I'm 37 now. Like I was 19 when that
Oh
happened.
my God.
Yeah.
That doesn't count. It just doesn't.
It does, and also I'm going to just say this, okay?
Yeah.
Is that because I don't never seen the show. I've heard of it. I don't know that you're from there.
Yeah.
And I think a lot of comics are like that. A lot of comics that are older are like, what the fuck is that? We've heard of it. But, your merit, it's what you are now that I judge you by.
Yeah.
Okay? And what I see is a real comedian with real chops who's going to go places.
Yeah.
And for you to get spots at the store, the Improv, Laugh Factory on a nightly basis, which is what you do.
Yeah.
To do headline, I know what rooms you play.
Yeah.
They're all A-list rooms.
Yeah.
That's not, a reality show guy. That's a real comics,
Right.
life.
Yeah.
So it's something that you did in the past, but I think it's interesting to do a show like that show. What's it called?
Road Rules?
Road Rules. And to reinvent yourself.
That's
Right.
you know Jamie Chung. I know you went to Israel.
talked
yeah,
about
yeah,
Yeah.
Jamie Chung did.
Yeah,
it.
she was on The Real World.
Yeah,
And
she
then
was
San
on
Diego.
Real World.
Christina Pravinsky. What does she do?
Pazitsky was a Road
Pazitsky.
Rules cast.
Right.
Yeah.
She is hilarious.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Very
she's
funny.
very
So,
funny.
you know, in certain instances, you can come from a show like that. Like,
Yeah.
You know what? I swear to fucking God, when I left Mad TV, I couldn't get auditions because the casting directors would be like, yeah, he's from Mad TV.
Yeah.
It was a negative thing, right? So I just went, all right, I'm just going to go back to stand-up. They don't want me. And then you see Key and Peele, Jordan, you know, Keegan, Ike, a bunch of people do well. I'm doing okay.
Yeah.
And now those things they're not said anymore. It's more of a thing. Oh, they're from that,
Right.
Right. But for many years, I was ashamed of it. I really was. It was like a shameful thing.
Really?
Oh.
Yeah, because nobody wanted like it. There was a sense of like that it wasn't cool,
Right.
right? And it wasn't. I don't think at the time. But if you look at who's come from there, the lineage, the comedy lineage. I mean, the people even writing like,
Oh, yeah.
yeah. I mean, Colton Dunn, who's on
Superstore.
Superstore, but he was one of our writers
Yeah.
for years. Michael Hitchcock from all the Christopher Guest movies was one of our producers. I mean, there's a lot of when we'd go to Mad TV, we would hang out with Eugene Levy and all these guys that used to hang out there. John Candy's daughter. I mean, all the SCTV, the history of it would be there. But we, in terms of the media or in general, the country, no one gave a fuck.
Right.
But I can't change my past.
Yeah.
And when they offered me the show, I took it
Yeah.
because what am I also going to do?
Yeah.
It's an opportunity.
Yeah.
And I did it, and I'm fine. My career's fine. Right? My point, though, is that you came from there, but it's nothing to be ashamed of.
Yeah.
And I remember, like, you know, I used to bring you up like that. You didn't like it. I won't. I understand why then.
Yeah.
Because you want the audience, you know what I mean? But I just think that you should never run from it, dude. Because people
But I also
literally
get,
respect you.
I get what you're saying because there's a
Right.
stigma attached to reality TV in general and the types of characters that are in reality TV today, which it's a stigma. You do-
Yeah.
So to
It
separate
is for
from
some.
that.
It is when you don't have talent.
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
You know, when a lot of these guys, it's a lottery. They won a lottery ticket, but then some people actually have talent,
Yeah.
real talent. And at 19, if they were to ask me to do Road Rules, it would have changed my life.
Yeah.
I got no pussy. I had no friends. I got nothing. At 19, I was invisible.
Were you really,
Yeah.
buddy? Oh.
Absolutely. I would walk into anywhere and no one saw me.
Yeah.
Wow.
All right? And so, of course, I would have taken that at 19.
Yeah, I mean, I had no plans of going to comedy or being a comedian. I didn't have any. I was just walking across campus at college, and I was just like really, really depressed. And they had like auditions, and then next thing you know, I was. They called me one day, and they asked me to go on this trip, you know, and I was like, oh, this is going to be really, really interesting. And then. Yeah, and then that's how I got into it. I think the part that kind of burned me was like